Unfortunately, there was a network problem. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. This is the 1320th day of continuous webinar conducted by International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy. Today, our guest is Dr. HUBERT de Silva. Let us begin the session with 1 minute silent prayer. Thank you all. As you all know, that International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy is continuously producing 3 webinars a day. From 7 to 8, we have our Hindi session, 8 to 9, the international session, and 9 to 10, a local language session in Malayalam. Just 2 days ago, we celebrated the first anniversary of our Hindi session, and along with that, we celebrated the World Homeopathy Day in a big style. And today, our guest is Dr. HUBERT de Silva. As you all know, that Dr. HUBERT is the person who is working behind the scene for us in uploading the videos of every day. And not only that, he is a moderator in our session. He is a multiple personality. He is having a very good interest in music, and he is a music director by, I must say that he's by profession itself, he is a music director. He is doing a lot of work in that way also. And he has completed his M.Sc psychology and then BHMS, and he has presented so many papers in this forum with a lot of evidences. And today, Doctor will be discussing about the management of neurological disorders with homeopathy, and this 6th part. That means that presented such paper on cardiology also. So let us see. Let us wait what a doctor has to add to this. Add on the same subject in this evening. We welcome our beloved Dr. HUBERT de Silva to this session. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Danish. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Thank you,
Yes.
Dr. Danish, for your kind words. Today, we are day before yesterday, we celebrated only a birthday of Hanuman's birthday as well as Hindi session birthday, and we have always celebrations. So today, let us go to our share screen. Just a minute. Is it visible?
Yes. Neurology and self-actualization problems management with homeopathy, part 6.
It is from scriptures. I tell you the truth. No one can see the kingdom of God unless he is born again. John 3:8, the wind blows wherever it pleases. You hear its sound, but you cannot tell where it comes from or where it is going. So it is with everyone born of the Spirit. Once more, I tell you the truth. No one can see the kingdom of God unless he is born again. We are day after day, we are again and again, born again, born again, born again, born again. Whenever this session started 3 years back, we were not like this. All doctors are not like this. We have our own thinking and our own thoughts and our own way of dealing things. After coming this field, starting this IFPH, we all grown, too much grown. That was we were born and born again for last three years. more than 3 years. So we can grow more each and every day if it is going. And another word, you hear its sound. The wind blows wherever it pleases. You hear its sound, but cannot tell where it is come from or where it is going. So it is with everyone born of the Spirit. Man is two type, a man, a human being born as a physical body and not much spiritual body. He is a more material. After that, becoming on day after day, we become more and more spiritual. That is the normal way. Some people, some individuals are becoming more and more materialistic. Two ways, on going to the material way or on going to the spiritual way. When we are seeing homeopathy, homeopathy is a different subject. Nobody can understand till now how it is working. We can only experience as like wind blows wherever it pleases. Wind goes. We know that everywhere wind, air. But we cannot see how the wind going here and then, where it is going, where it comes from. So it is like homeopathic medicine. It may act some after we are experiencing the 50 millismal scales. How can it be, we can say that, how it is working? These are all miracles. Homeopathy is from the top to the bottom, it is miracle. Miraculous cure. Whenever we are using the material medicines or the lower potencies, that time we can say that this is, it is happening like that. But whenever it is going up and up, the potencies are going up and up, that time nobody can explain it till now. So Hahnemann himself used that homeopathic medicine, spirit-like medicine, dynamic medicine. Before going to the classes, let us go some. Here today, we are discussing more about different structures in the brain handle different kinds of memory. We generally say that loss of memory. We can see that from the diagram. Can you see it properly?
Yes, everything fine.
Different structures in the brain handle different kinds of memory. There are many types of memories. One, many regions of the cortex, short and long-term, semantic and episodic memory. Memory, semantic memory. What is semantic memory? While we are hearing one word, Gandhiji, that time we think about a lot of things. Whatever we learned, whatever we studied, whatever we read, everything will come into our mind. That is the one word. I just used one word, Mahatma Gandhi. Everything, whatever you learned, it may come as a big thing into your mind. Whatever things, what is related with you, everything will come about the word. The single word says about Mahatma Gandhi. That is on timer, on type of memory. In episodic memory, that is another type of memory, is episodic memory. We can remember one instance. Or we are hearing one word, that means that only an incident we are remembering. When we are saying about a cinema, if we are saying, if nowadays there is one great film, Aadu Jeevitham. It is God life everywhere. More of the people talking about this film. It is a good experience. Whenever we think about it, that time the whole incidents will come. That is semantic memory. And in instance, some instance, maybe whenever we gone for to take the ticket, that time there was struggling. That is an episode. That is another memory, a small memory. So whenever we learn, if we are studying materia medica each and every time, why we are saying that we have said that you have to learn more and more time. Whenever we learn more and more time, the same medicine, we will get more knowledge, and a deep knowledge. We will get like a semantic memory. Otherwise, we just, whenever we hear that camphor, we can use this medicine for diarrhea, or some medicine for to neutralizes the power of homeopathic medicines. Sometimes we may use. Whenever we learn more and more, that time we will understand that camphor can use for many times. For many instances we can use. Calcareous carp, only a few points we may remember. Whenever we learn more and more deeper, that time it is like a semantic memory. It will store in our mind. It will be a long-term memory. Then cerebellum, procedure memory. We are doing something. That time a procedure. Procedure memory is seen in cerebellum. What is the importance of cerebellum? It controls the body. We know that. When we are walking, straight walking, we can possible. If that is becoming involuntary movement and happening, that time if we get a hit on the back of the brain, our cerebellum will be shaken, and that time we may be unconscious. So like here, cerebellum have a different, it has the 50% of the neurons are inside the cerebellum. That is a very important area. If the cerebrum is this much big, but the neurons are, half of the neurons, number of half neurons are in the cerebellum. That much importance we should give and study the cerebellum. Then we can say that procedure memory, here also stratum, putamen having, or some, we know that procedure memory means we can do a thing, how to make a combination of a lady, if she is cooking, that time she may think that what are the things it's needed for to make a curry, a gravy, a stew, making a stew. What are the things to be needed? That is planning, and then she planning that this much I have to take, this much I have to take, this much. This only a few grams of cucumber masalas. That is a planning. Then only that lady is seeking how to make the taste of she having his memory that this must be the taste. So for the taste, how much it may be needed. From her experience she's having how to make it. That is a procedural memory. Procedure. We are doing a thing that is procedure. Whenever we are taking a case, that time after taking the symptoms, that time we will think that how to manage the case, what to do, the first thing what to do, after that what to do, the second prescription what, the first prescription what. Then there will be a planning, and if the planning is wrong, we will get a wrong result. If the planning is right, then we will get a right result. That is what Hahnemann taught us, that we must be single medicine, single dose. The ideal one is single medicine and single dose. That is the homeopathy. But we are not following it because of our loss lack of knowledge. But whenever we are getting, we are more and more, our aim is to get the minimum dose should be used for to cure, only for to that much medicine only. If there are patents, we know that there are so many patents in the homeopathic field. There are 10 medicine, 15 medicines they are using. That one or two medicine may affect. The other medicines will make harm. It may harm the health of the person. So that is what Hahnemann taught us, that to use very small medicine, which is needed for to cure a case. Then the cure will start whenever we are using the medicine. The cure will start whenever we give that medicine. Till then it will happen. Then amygdala, emotional memory, emotional responses in classical conditioning. Emotional memory. One hit I got from somewhere, and one person had hit me, that I may remember because of that emotion. She insulted me in front of others. That words will last for a long time in our mind. That is an emotional memory. That is a place where from amygdala, whenever we hear a music, a good music, that memory will make our heart smoother. That is a good memory. Sometimes music may help. Certain patients, I used some patients, sometimes they are hearing music, that time they will get emotional responses, good responses in their mind. If that remembers the same thing, we are in a memorize the same thing each and every time, we will get a good mood. Then medial temporal lobe, including hippocampus, long-term semantic and episodic memory. I told you that what is semantic and episodic memory. Here, this is one of the, another part, we can see that these are the different sections in our brain. Planning is happening on the frontal area. If there is some damage happening in that area, attention will not get, decision-making cannot be possible, planning cannot be, movement is restricted and movement problems, touch, taste, these are some sensations we will lose. That is the, here, the brain, the middle part of the brain, hearing, vision is back. That is why whenever we hit any hitting or any destruction of the head or hit somewhere, we will lose vision. And movement coordination under the area just above the occipital region of the brain, the head, heart rate, breathing, emotion, these are all, we can see that these are all may happen. Let us go to nervous system. We all know that central nervous system is divided into two, mainly divided into two, but this is also another classification, central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, and autonomic nervous system. That is the sympathetic nerves and parasympathetic nerves. We can think something about sympathetic nerves and parasympathetic nerves. The sympathetic system controls fight or flight responses. In other words, this system prepares the body for strenuous physical activity. The events that we would expect to occur within the body to allow this to happen do, in fact, occur. The parasympathetic system regulates rest and digest functions. Sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system controls fight or flight responses, activities. The other words, this system prepares the body for strenuous physical activity, more hard work. It helps sympathetic nervous system. The events that would expect to occur within the body to allow this to happen do, in fact, occur. The parasympathetic system regulates rest and digest functions. Now, I'm going through these subjects. Please, all of you should think and please comment on the chat box some medicines. Whatever medicines coming into your mind, please write on the chat box your experiences. We can see parasympathetic work and sympathetic nerves. Dilate pupils. Eyes, we can dilate. Some medicines help for more dilated eyes. At the same time, constrict pupils here. Difference between sympathetic and parasympathetic. Staring. At the same time, here constrict the pupils. The sympathetic nerves are helping to doping, the ptosis. We know that ptosis, sometimes eyes are constricted. Pupils are constricted and this condition. Here dilates pupils, dilations. If you have any medicines, please write on the chat box. Which are the medicines help to dilate pupils? And which are the medicines when we are thinking about paralysis of facial muscles? Some medicines. You might have thinking some medicines. You're right. Just chat. Yeah, there is in the Califos. This is very nice. Califos and Belladonna, bobbling to everyone. Califos. This is the way how to be studied because gelsemium, Ram Pravesh sir, Shah told that gelsemium. 3 medicines came to, we can learn it. Because I am only saying because we have to follow. These are the medicines from the experience. The experienced doctors are saying these are the medicines. When we can study it seriously, then we can know that dilate pupils, which medicines help. Constrict pupils, which medicines help. Another, next coming. Inhibit salivation, stimulate saliva. We know that saliva, more saliva in our mouth. Medicine, mercurius, syphilitic medicines. Now, doctor can say and write in the chat box, which are the medicines producing more saliva in our mouth. Dryness of mucous membrane, salivation reduces, inhibit. Mersol, Boblin doctor said, any other medicines, I told it Mersol, any other medicines, more salivation. Dryness of mucous membrane and bryonia. Any other medicine? Inhibit salivation. That time our throat, we like to drink water. and thirstless, and we may be very much feel thirsty. That time, which are the medicines? Please write. Stocks are finished. All doctors must respond to such thing, because now these three medicines are seeing all this. Who is watching all these complaints? They are seeing now. Rough talks groups are that. Then Galaxy. Please, doctor, it is better to write your name. Galaxy, it is not your name. If your name is that time we can ask you more and more questions. If you are Hydrastis, Hydrastis is one of the medicine which is more used in what cancer conditions. We know that Hydrastis is a wonderful medicine to reduce the pain of cancerous pains and maladrenum, and these are the medicines are using. Now, more and more doctors are coming to the field. More doctors. Graphitis, bobbling doctor. This is from Malaysia. Graphitis and lycopodium. Sridhar Kurpsar from Delhi. He said, rough talks. Then Ramprakash Sir, Sinha. I appreciate your enthusiasm to participate in the discussion. Now, the third one, increase heartbeat. Which are the medicines producing increasing heartbeat? Digitalis, tachycardia, bradycardia. Sympathetic medicine, nerves, increases heartbeat. In fear, anxiety, and we know that some heart complaints, fibrillation, tachycardia, that condition increase heartbeat. Sympathetic nerves produces increasing heartbeat. Anybody comments? Slow heartbeat. Which one? China? Carbovage? Think of China and Carbovage. Bluish. Vein flowing, blood heart is finished. In that condition, slow heartbeat, digitalis, doctor. Galaxy, again the Galaxy. So that is digitalis. So most of the doctors, if they are not aware of it, they will. I think that digitalis for increased heartbeat, slow heartbeat, that is parasympathetic action. These are all needed. If one is excited with some, if seeing an evil thing or a unfortunate thing, one is very much, the heartbeat will, if on dog barking and following on person, that time that heartbeat will increase. Then after that incident, we will get some place to sit. That time, parasympathetic nerves will reduce the heartbeat. Then we will get a peace. Relaxation. Lungs relaxed through parasympathetic nerves produces relaxation of airways. Relaxed condition. In meditation and doing yoga, what is the importance of yoga? We know that June 21st is the yoga day. Our Prime Minister very much given importance to yoga, and he made too much made pressure to the international community to take the yoga day and relax airways. What is happening when we are, if one person, if a doctor advised to take some exercise, if he is leading a sedentary habit, then a doctor says that you have to walk for 1 hour. That time, whenever he walks for 5 minutes, if he is a lazy person, whenever he walk for a few steps, he will get tired and he needs food, more food. He will eat more. Because of his activity needs more food, then he will take more food. Whenever he do that exercise for several days, for 3 months, after that, he will not take that much food. He will not take that much oxygen. He will not take that much inspiration. The first time he may be inspired a lot, he will take more oxygen to get the energy to walk for 1 hour. But whenever he walks for several days or months, after that he will get some immunity and he will get a stamina. And after that, he will not be needed that much food and that much energy is not needed to walk. Little bit is enough. It is because the body working as well as relaxing at the same time. Relaxed walking. If he is walking if he is walking 100 meters per minute, that time, otherwise he will take more time, relaxation. He will take more agitated. But now relaxed conditions is happening. Here, the construction of airways is doing by parasympathetic nerves. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes. Continue.
So, I am talking more and I don't know whether you are tired. That is why I am asking. Now, that another part, stomach. Here, sympathetic nerves producing inhibit activity of stomach. Stomach inhibiting activity. At the same time, here we can see that stimulate activity of stomach. Normally, we saw in the parasympathetic nerves are acting in a different way, just opposite to that of parasympathetic. But here, we can see that inhibit activity of stomach. That is a sympathetic nerves. Which are the medicines? Just we can go to the medicines. Bloated abdomen. After taking a few amount of food, little bit of food, the stomach is full. Geranium, good, very nice. Geranium, good. Galaxy, again, we want to know who you are. Geranium, now galaxy, we call it galaxy, said that geranium. This is a rare medicine. Thank you very much, doctor, for this. We will learn this type of medicines you have. And we all think about lycopodium, China, carboplates, upper abdomen, China, carboplates, whole abdomen, China, lower abdomen, lycopodium. Gas formation. And why there is gas? Some food may produce more gas. We know that. We know, everybody knows potato, cereals, dals, and everything produce more gas formation. Here, anger. Good. Doctor, good. Thank you very much, Dr. Shah. That is a mental condition. We may have some depression. We know that depression cases, they will not take food. Business, love affair, they won't take depression. If on having depression that time, geranium, I want to know more about geranium, but we can go to the discussion time. I think that doctor may sometimes say some words about the discussion part that time. Then the other, stimulate activity of stomach. We know that nexomica. Stimulate, very much stimulate digestion. Here we can say that that time we should understand that parasympathetic nerve is affected with nexomica. The action on parasympathetic nerve, stimulation means that it may work in the sympathetic nervous system. Ignatia, here, ignatia, anger. Now we get more and more thinking about more and things. Now let us go to inhibit gallbladder. Why it is inhibiting? If it is enough bile, if bile is enough for to digest the things, that time it will stop. In gallstone colic, if the stone is big, allopathy system, they will remove that connection to the stomach. That is one of the operations for to they directly they go to the bile to stomach. They will remove gallbladder. Stimulate gallbladder. Here, parasympathetic, we can see that stimulate gallbladder. Whenever we are taking a food, fat content food, the metabolism is, we know that within 3 hours, everything in the stomach will go to the other part of the digestive system. If it is stagnant for more time, it may, if it is not going to the lower area, the duodenum and small intestine, that time we think about to stimulate gallbladder. Which other medicines stimulate gallbladder? Other tinctures? Yes, chelidonium, cinchona, boblin. So thank you, sir. Chelidonium, cardus, chelidonium, these are the medicines are using. Then aurum muriaticum, I think that aurum muriaticum is in it. I don't know whether just a natrum force. That is why we are using for to natrum force is very much helpful for in worm complaints. Worm complaints. If the digestive juices are not forming, that time worms will more. Sabadilla. Sina sabadilla. Then Pucrium, Spigeria. These are the medicines for using sulfur. The most important thing is sulfur. Sulfur, natrum force. Natrum force is using for, it may help in to produce the digestive juices and it may reduce the worms, Ascaris lumbricoides. Then we are going to gallbladder, inhibit activity of intestines. Sympathetic nerves, inhibit activity of intestines. What is the activity? The normal activity is the peristaltic movement. We know that. Here, stimulate activity of intestine. Inhibit activity, is it needed? Sometimes stimulate activity of intestine, peristaltic movement. We know that peristaltic movement and anti-peristaltic movement is there. Peristaltic movement. The need of peristaltic movement is to have a normal digestive process. If there is any poison or intake of poison, one consume some poison to stop his life for the suicide, that time it may more peristaltic movement may produce. It may reject, the body will reject. Allergic, we know that allergy. That time we need, sometimes we want to vomit the things, is vomit out. If there is any poisonous thing, it will vomit out. Then some persons may say, oh, just I want to vomit, then only I will get some relief. That time, parasympathetic nerves will help. We know that the medicines which are most used in ipecac, then I am just waiting for you. The medicines which are helpful. Whenever I take classes, that time I cannot remember. That time, if you help me, that will be a great thing. Yeah, ethosasinapium. Ethosasinapium having. Just good. That time I still remember my medical classes 30 years back. 30, not 38 years back. Ethosasinapium, thick curd, like. Antim crude is another medicine. Dr. Bhagyalakshmi told us that on case she was the failure, total failure. That time she just opened the mouth of that case, and that time she saw that a white tongue. She told me this case in 92. That time, 1992, I still remember. That time, that tongue was whitish tongue. She sent them to buy. I don't know which was the case, and the other things I don't know. She told that person to buy German medicine, antimicrobe, and she had given, and that person having got great result. Now, Dr. Sariga Sariga, thank you, doctor. Iris versicolor. Dr. Ambadi told that this iris versicolor mother tincture is good for to reduce the weight. I used it. I got 4 kilos loss, but again, it is she got becoming fatty. I don't know what to do. She's still 90, 100 kilos or something. It reduced to 93, then it went up. Again, it went up. Iris versicolor mother tincture, she told us that 30 to 40 drops a day, 3 times a day to give. And you can practice. These are all I got from this platform. Now, secret epinephrine, norepinephrine, contract bladder. We know that it is very much needed, contract bladder. Otherwise, urine may involuntary pass. Here, secret for urination, it is help. Then relax bladder, sympathetic nerve, relax bladder. If there is any retention of urine and blockage, that time Naxomica, Candaris, then epismel, then Berberis acufo, Berberis vulgaris, Sarsaparilla, to relax bladder and to get rid of stones and everything. I think that the time is almost over. Now let us go to our discussion part. Thank you all for watching. I think that you are more think about this You will go more and more and you will learn more after considering all this. My class, thank you all. Sridhar sir want to. Sir, unmute, sir.
It was one of the excellent session what I saw far. It was having interaction and very good that you took all the audience along with you and you are interacting. That it is a good section. What I feel this is the way we must have to present that in the sections. It will help everyone to improve their knowledge. It will help to improve everyone's and also participation. It will enhance and it will stimulate the presenter to more and more efficacy. So thank you very much. Keep it up. Come again the rest of the part also. It is very interesting and enthusiastic. Thank you very much. Come again with the rest of the part. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
I'm not simply putting you up. It is really I the 11th or 20th person that telling that all others may not say, but I'm telling that is why. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now, Boblin, sir, please unmute, sir. You helped a lot. Unmute, sir. Yeah, you can talk, sir. You helped a lot. Boblin, sir.
Oh, are you
Hello.
asking me to talk?
Yeah.
Yes, Dr. Hubert. It's nice to hear from you again. I think today you have proved yourself to be our homeopathy neurology specialist because I like to hear from your point of view with the physiology of the brain and the nervous system in all the sympathetic and the parasympathetic and the parts of the brain. And that is a very, very good and insight for us, for those who may learn for the first time and for those who might take it as a refresher course. Whatever is it, I think it has been a very fruitful webinar for us tonight. And thank you very much for this sharing.
Thank you, sir.
And get the audience.
I made a mistake. Sorry. Dr. Danesh is moderator. Sorry, Dr. Danesh.
No problem. No problem.
You are the moderator, but I went to converse with others.
It is not your mistake. It's because due to some inconvenience, I couldn't open as there was some little bit of sound going on. That's why. Anyway, really a wonderful session from you. As everybody told, it's full of interaction. Many doctors participated in your question answer session because that really, this is what everyone has to contribute to each and every presentation so that homeopathy will be the winner. Not only it's a platform to share knowledge in between. Dr. Hubert was asked to take the session only yesterday, but still he presented such a wonderful subject in this evening. That itself is a beauty, and not only that, everyone really shared your experience, particularly the questions about the gastric complaints. Almost all medicines were mentioned, ethos, anti-glutacina. Sometimes, of course, we can use phosphorus also, phosphorus, lycopodium. All those medicines are very good. Then chelidonium, berberis, bulgaris, all those medicines can be added to the list of medicine that were used by Dr. Hubert. Chenapodium is also a very good remedy when it comes to a splenic complaint. I think we have not covered spleen. Am I right, doctor?
Yes, yes, yes. Spleen did not.
That will be coming in the next part, I think.
I don't know. Whenever I start that time only, I am thinking about to take this class.
Anyway, this kind of presentation is very, very effective because that will give an opportunity for others to share their experience also. We have Dr. Mustafa. That is he's a veterinarian, and sir can also contribute the same some medicines for veterinary sessions also. Sir, you can unmute yourself and make your own comment, sir. And Dr. Mustafa, he's a senior. I think sir is not able to unmute. He has presented some of the best presentation in this forum with the veterinary science, from veterinary science. Almost the same medicines are being used by the veterinary purpose also. Dr. Hubert, what is your experience with gallbladder stones?
Gallbladder stones, it was difficult for me. But within that size, 5 mm, okay. More than that. But our third sir told me that I could not make it. Said that you have to take green apple and
Okay.
green apple and vinegar. Using green apple juice and vinegar, that time you give, but I could not make it.
Yes, particularly the best medicines we know that this is Chelidonium.
Chelidonium, okay. Chelidonium within Ken's note, it is said that you can within going to the other bed, it may credit. That happened. In many times it happened. But the big one is not, I could not possible.
Very, very sorry. That is also very good. I think the Mustafa doctor is here to interact with you.
Good evening. I just ended the class only. What all taught earlier is I don't know. What is the subject of this class?
Okay. It was
Tomorrow you can see, sir. Tomorrow you can see in the YouTube, sir.
maybe after
Yeah.
management of neuro.
During the Ramzan period, we can't attend these sessions. That was I was not here in this class for the last 1 month.
Okay.
Anyway,
Today, the subject of discussion was mostly on abdominal complaints, how it happens and why it happens, and how can we manage with the homeopathic medicines. Because, for example,
urinary system.
no, we have not yet reached, Dr. Hubert has not yet reached that level. Only we began with the head, and now it is up to the
Nervous system and parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system. We discussed about the
We are
activities
getting
of.
good result in pets having nervous problems. With the Cincum metallicum, Cupra metallicum, such medicines we are getting wonderful results. Other system doctors are telling that there is no medicine, just steroids, but we are getting good result with this type of medicines. Recently a facial paralysis case is treated by me and get good result. That video will be ready for tomorrow.
Okay, thank you very much. We are hope for that. We can have some presentation from your side in this international session also, Dr. Mustafa sir. Okay. Now I invite Dr. Ram Paresh sir to say.
Thank you, Dr. Dhaneji. Congratulations, Dr. Hubert de Silva ji. Excellent session, beautiful described. Good music director and best class teacher. Just like sitting in a classroom, I am sitting in a classroom. Very nice presentation. Different structure of brain and different kind of memory. Very, very thanks, Dr. De Silva. Again, second part of neurological disorder presentation in IFPH.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, very, very thanks.
Thank you.
If anyone want to have a chat with Dr. Hubert on the subject, you can raise your hand, or otherwise you can directly unmute yourself and speak.
Dr. Sarika Ilsaram. Seram. Like,
Ilserum is a very good remedy for.
I never used it. I don't have it.
Ilserum is a very good remedy for the gallstone. That's why the doctor recommended that medicine.
No. So many medicines we discussed today.
Dr. Boblin, sir, do you want to add anything more to this session? Though you added something, you can add some more. You can speak about like a podium or China from your experience. Unmute.
Hello, Danish, you calling me? Or? Yeah, I think the best remedy for liver and certain times we can look into cinchona when the symptoms is similar. But basically, it's chelidonium. And also, we have to think of the tissue remedy that helps in the bowel production. And one of the most important is natural pause, followed by calcara pause and calcara sub. We have to look into this tissue remedy that makes up the bowel system in the gallbladder. So it does helps in the long term. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, another big session is coming on tomorrow. Dr. Ismail said the president of IFPH will be taking a session tomorrow. You can have an interactive session with Dr. Ismail Said. An hour with Dr. Said Sir is the subject, and you can, Sir will be discussing about management of cancer with homeopathy, just like Dr. Hubert has done today. And it is the time to wind up the session. I invite Dr. Boblin to say the vote of thanks to the session.
Oh, yeah, thank you, Dr. Danish, again. Okay, on behalf of the International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy, I would like a very, very big thank you to Dr. Hubert De Silva for giving a very, very good insight into the neurology and the brain function and the nervous system in this today's webinar. It has been a very fruitful night, and I'm sure we benefited and we have to recall back our experience during his question and answer times. And it has been a very, very good session, and I agree with Dr. Danesh and the rest. And once again, thank you very much, Dr. Hubert, and I hope that you can come some
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you. And good night once again.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all.
With that, we come to the end of the day 1320, and tomorrow, Dr. Ismail Said Sir will be taking a session at the same time. Hope all of you will be there in time. And with that, we come to the end of the day. Thank you all for joining the session. It's over.
Namaskar.
It's over to Dr. P. Shaila to moderate the Malayalam session.